And ladies and gentlemen, once again, my name is Greg Young, and I'm coming to you live one more time from Davenport, Florida. And this morning, I said all week we're going to talk about a life series. And this morning, in my morning life wake up call, morning life wake ups, I'm going to talk about the choices in life that we make. And when it comes to choices in life, there's only two types of choices in life that we can make. There's a good choice and a bad choice. But the thing is, when we make choices in life, a lot of time we make choices based upon not really looking at the whole situation before we make a choice. So in life, if you want to make the best decisions in life and the best choices in life, the best thing that you should do is to always think about, that particular, choice before you make it. Always look at it, always look at escalate it, figure out what's best within that choice. If you make that choice, is that the best choice for you to make? It's gonna get you what you want out of that choice, because you have to realize when you make choices in life, a choice, it comes with a cause and an effect. That the cause is the reason why you made that choice, and then the effect is what is going to be the outcome of you making that choice. So when you're making choices in life, you should always think about the cause and the effect. And once you evaluate the cause and the effect of the choice, now you know how to make better choices in life. But now we all realize that nobody's perfect, and we know that there's going to be some times in life that we make choices or we make certain decisions or whatever the case may be, and it may not be always the best decision in life that we're going to make. Good morning, Lisa. Thanks for stopping by. God bless you and your family. But we have to always realize that each and every day that we live on this earth, we're faced with making some type of choice in life on a daily basis. So when we're making these choices in life on a daily basis, we must always think about the cause and the effect. Because within making a choice in life, it's very important to think about your cause and your effect of that choice that you make. And then now you know if it's going to be a good choice that you make or if it's going to be a bad choice that you make. But then sometimes you could think that you're making a good choice and it could turn out to be a bad choice in the long run. But you would not never, ever know if that choice is going to turn out to be good or bad if you don't evaluate that choice all the way. You think about all the consequences within that choice before you make that choice. And when I say think about all the consequences within that choice, the number one thing that you should think about before you decide to make any choice in life is, how is it going to affect me and my family's life? Is it gonna affect me and my family's life in a good way, or is it gonna affect me and my family's life in a bad way? And then once you do that and you evaluate that choice and you see the effect of that choice and how it's going to affect you and your family in a good way or a bad way, whichever one the situation may be, whichever one it may turn out to be, but you always want to think about the consequences of the choice, which is the effect. You don't want to make a choice based upon not always, evaluating the choice all the way around and thinking about all the obstacles in the choice, the consequences of the choice, the cause of the choice, the effect of the choice, and what that choice can do to you and your life and your lifestyle. Is that choice that you're making, is it going to advance you in your lifestyle? Or is that choice that you're making, is it gonna keep you where you're at in your lifestyle? Or is it going to make you move backwards? So you always have to think about all those different particular things when you're making choices in life, because each and every day we're faced with choices. Each and every day, whether they're big or small, we're faced with choices each and every day that we wake up in life, and we have to make a choice on what we decide to do. I mean, even when we get up out of bed in the morning and we get ready to get our day started, we have to make a choice. When we get up and we take our shower and we get ready to go to work and we get in our car to go to work, we have to make choices along the way. We have to make a choice to say, you know what, I don't care what's going on today at work. I'm making a choice today to allow nobody to get on my nerves. And that's a choice that you make. But when you make that choice, you have to also think about the effect of that choice. You made that choice because you don't want nobody to get on your nerves. But the thing is, you have to think about that effect of making that choice. Is that choice going to make you seem like, you're an uppity person? You seem like you're better than somebody? Is that choice going to make you have a different attitude than the attitude that you have? How is that choice going to affect you? And the most important thing in life, that's what we need to realize when we make those choices in life, whether they're good choices or bad choices, because we realize in life, we're not going to always make the right choices in life. That's why there's a thing called we make mistakes in life. And we do make mistakes in life. But what we have to realize is that our mistakes come within the choices that we make in life that causes us to make mistakes. But we're not perfect. We're human. Nobody's going to always make the great choice every time they make a decision to choose something or to do something in life. But you can do your best to make it as wise as possible when you evaluate the choice, when you look at all obstacles of the choice. Don't just make a choice based upon what you think you know. Make a choice based upon what you know about this particular situation that you're going to make this choice up on. Because you have to realize when you make a choice in life, it not only affects you, it affects your family too. So you don't want to make a choice based upon how it's going to affect you. You want to make a choice based upon how it's going to affect your whole family as a unit, because you want to make choices to where you can benefit your family and escalate your family to a higher level. You don't want to make choice based upon just yourself and look at it at one point of view and what's in it for you. You always want to make a choice based on what's in it for everybody. Because if you have a family, you want to make the best choice in life to provide for your family, to do what you need to do to provide for your family. But all the times in life, sometimes the choices that you make to provide for your family are not always the best choices. So that's why I say that the choices in life that we make, we must always learn how to evaluate our choices before we make it. So how do you evaluate your choice before you make it? You look at all obstacles of this choice before you make that decision. You don't make a decision on a choice based upon, okay, I believe that this is gonna work, and I know that this is gonna work. If you make a choice knowing and believing that something's gonna work, that's the right choice to make. But you don't make a choice based upon what you think is gonna happen, or how you think a situation is gonna be. You always want to make a choice based upon your beliefs and your confidence within yourself within making that choice. And now 9 times out of 10, when you make that choice, you always make that choice within your true beliefs and what you believe, and you stand by it. And 9 times out of 10, that turns out to be the right choice. But if you don't make the right choice, don't beat yourself up, because we're all human. We all make mistakes, but what we must realize is when we make a bad choice in life, we must find a way to turn that bad situation into good. Okay, well, how do you turn a bad situation into good? You look at what's bad in that situation and turn it into good. So, say for instance, if you made a bad choice in a relationship. Say you made a choice to be with somebody and you just knew that this person was your soulmate. And you knew that this person was going to always provide for you, always was going to be there, always was going to do the things that you needed this person to do. But then on down the line within the relationship, maybe 2 years, 3 years, however many years it was, things started to change. So now you start to think about, man, I wish I hadn't made this choice. Now you feel bad about yourself because you think that you made a bad choice, in which in a sense, at the time, it looked like a good choice because of the way things was going. But then down through the years, things changed, and now that caused you to doubt you making your choice. But the thing is, how you turn that choice around into good is that you evaluate that choice, and wherever those problems is within this particular person that you're having within this relationship, you learn how to go to that person and communicate with them. You learn how to say, okay, I need to communicate with you on this level because this is going on in our relationship, and I'm not satisfied with it. It started out good, but now you've changed. I've noticed you do this. I've noticed you're doing this. I've noticed you're doing that. So what is going on? Is there something going on in your life that we need to sit down and talk about and discuss as individuals, as human beings, as adults, and get to the bottom of this? Or is it just a situation where we need to just, give this up and go our separate ways? But what do we need to do? Because I'm not happy within this choice that I made. I was happy from the beginning, but now I'm not happy. But that's how you turn a bad choice into good, by communication. Because you have to realize that the number one thing to any choice in life, you always have to have communication within that choice in order to, if it turns out to be a bad choice along the way and you thought it was a good choice, you have to put communication in it in order to turn that choice back into good. And once you put communication in it and you get an understanding within the other person, then now you and that person can come to an agreement, and 9 times out of 10, you can either work it out or you either make the decision to let it go. But now you have created that choice from a bad choice to a good choice. Because number one, you have come to an understanding with that person, and y'all know how y'all can make this relationship work. Or either you've come to an understanding with that person and you just let that person know, you know what, this is just not going to work. We need to just go our separate ways. It's nothing against you. It's nothing against me, but we're just not compatible like we used to be. We're falling apart. So what can we do? If we cannot mend it back together, then we should let it all go, because there's no reason for me or you to be living unhappy. And that's what you need to realize, no matter how much you love that particular person, because sometimes when you make a choice based upon, your feelings, your emotions, is not always the best choice for you, because you're feeling in an emotional state, but you're never thinking about the physical state of your social well-being of being with that particular person, to where you can grow with that person. And the thing is, if you made a choice to be with somebody and you all are not growing together, then you need to sit down and communicate with that person and find out what's going on so you all can grow together. And that's how you turn a bad choice into good. And then another thing, say like for instance, you may have made a choice to work a particular job. And then once you start working that particular job, and now you realize, when you first started that job, you loved that job. You loved going in. You love dealing with the people you're dealing with. And now all of a sudden, you just had a change of heart. You deal the people you're dealing with. Now you don't like them. They're getting on your nerves. They're doing this. They're doing that. The only way that you're going to eliminate that problem is that you have to find a way to voice your opinion. Voice your opinion to the situation. If you're in a situation in life and you made a choice, and you thought that was the best choice for you to make within getting that job, and now it turns out not to be, now you have to make another choice to have communication within wherever those problems are. Communicate. So, well, you know what, hey, this is what I want to say, and you voice your opinion. And when you voice your opinion, you want your opinion to be heard. You want people to believe in your opinion. You want people to receive your opinion. You want people to know that your opinion matters, because everybody has an opinion in life, and any choice that they make, when they get ready to evaluate that choice, or when that choice that they made is not going right, you have the right to voice your opinion upon that choice and see what you can do to make that choice better for you, to where it can benefit you. And now you don't go into work every day, hating to go into work because of the people you work with, because you can't communicate with. Sit down and communicate. Tell them what's going on with you. Let them know how you feel about certain things that they do and the way they treat you and the way they act. Because if you don't voice your opinion upon the way you're being treated towards somebody, they're going to keep treating you any kind of way. And that's why you have to voice your opinion within your choices that you make in life's daily basis, because your opinion matters. Don't never think your opinion does not matter, and don't never think that your opinion does not have a voice that needs to be heard. But you got to be that voice for yourself, for that in order for that opinion to be heard. So this is what you must realize in life. When we're faced with choices in life, we must always look at all obstacles of the choice, all situations. Look at, hey, if I make this choice, is this choice going to be a good choice? Have I evaluated everything within this choice? In the same way, when you make a choice to invest in yourself, you always want to escalate it. You always want to do your research. You always want to look at, you always want to, the main thing is when you make a choice to invest in yourself, you always want to surround yourself around somebody that has been successful within the investment that you invested into. Because if you surround yourself around somebody that has been successful within the investment that you decided to go into and making that choice, now they can help you along the way, and now they can teach you how you can become good at doing this. But you cannot become good at it if you don't evaluate and you don't listen to what they're telling you to do. So this is what you have to do. If you want to be able to make a choice and make that choice a great choice and a choice that's going to work for you, then you got to consider all obstacles of the choice. You got to know that there's a cause and there's an effect to every choice that you make in life. Now, I'm not sitting here telling you that every choice that you make in life is going to be a good choice. No, it's not. But I'm just telling you, when you don't make the best judgment of a choice, there is a way to bring that choice from a bad choice into a good choice within your communication level within that choice that you made. Whether it's just a communication level that you have to have with yourself, to where you have to realize what you need to do as a person, as a whole, to make that choice better. You know, it may be something that you're doing that's causing that choice not to be a good choice. So you always have to escalate and evaluate. You always have to evaluate yourself so you can escalate yourself to a higher level. But if you don't never evaluate yourself within every choice that you make in life, then you never know which way to go. You don't know if you're making a good choice or a bad choice. You know, I sit back a lot of times and people ask me advice on things and on choices and situations in life, and I tell them, you know what? I can give you advice on how for you to make this choice, but at the end of the day, your sole decision lies within you and how you feel about the choice that you're going to make, and how you feel how this choice is going to benefit you and your family moving forward in whatever way. And is it going to benefit you and your family moving forward, or is it going to hinder you and your family moving forward, or is it going to cause problems within your household moving forward within this choice that you make? That's the reason why I say when you make a choice, you consider everybody in the choice. Everybody that's involved in your household needs to be involved in the choice that you make in life, because you have to realize that choice is not for you. It's not only about you, because you have a family. So you have to consider that family. So you have to bring that family together and say, hey, you know what? You know, I'm seriously thinking about making this choice to do this, and I would like you all's opinion on what you think. And now you put all that communication together within the household, and now you can make a great choice within the household that's going to be benefiting to the household. But if you don't consider everybody in the household when you make the choice, now someone in the household could disagree. They could say, well, you know what? You never did consider me. You never did say anything to me before you made this choice, and now you made this choice, and now I don't feel right by you making this choice, because you have caused problems within the household within making this choice without considering everybody within the household and everybody's feelings and everybody's thoughts. You know, you have to do that when you're making a choice as a family. But also, when you're making an individual choice, the number one thing that you have to look at is, how is this choice gonna affect me moving forward? Is this choice going to benefit me moving forward, or is this choice going to hold me back from moving forward? And then what you do, you evaluate all the obstacles within the choice. You evaluate the good things within the choice. You evaluate the bad things within the choice. And then you weigh the two in, and if the good outweighs the bad, then you know that this is the choice for you to make. But don't just make a choice based upon, what you want. Because a lot of times people make choices based upon what they want, and it don't turn out to be what they needed. So this is what you have to realize. You have to make choices based upon what you need and not what you want. I say that again. You have to make choices based upon what you need and not what you want. Because when you make choices based upon what you need and not what you want, now that turns out to be a great choice. But if you make choice based upon your needs, then 9 times out of 10, that choice, you said you needed it, but then once you made that choice, it wasn't what you needed. So you have to make choices, based upon, I'll back that up. You make that choice based upon what you want, and then it wasn't what you wanted, and now it wasn't what you needed either. So you have to escalate and evaluate every choice that you make in life. So what I'm saying to you this morning in my morning life wake-ups, each and every day of your life, you are faced with choices. No matter what you do, there's a choice. Like when you go to the refrigerator and you open up the refrigerator to get something out to eat, you got a choice. You got to look in that refrigerator and see what's in there that you want to eat, but you have to make a choice. Now, you have to make that choice based upon your taste for what you have a taste for. Now, if what you have a taste for is not in there, now you want something else. But that's the way choices are in life. But you have to think before you make a choice. Any choice in life that you make, always think before you act. There's a saying that says, think before you act, because if you think about a choice before you act on a choice, it normally turns out to be the right choice that you need to make. But if you just make a choice and don't think about it, now 9 times out of 10, it doesn't end up being the right choice that you needed to make. So, like I said, this is what I'm saying to you this morning. Always think choices through clearly. Go in with making a choice with a clear head and a subtle head. Never go in and make a choice out of anger. Never go in and make a choice out of being upset. Never go in and make a choice out of loneliness. Because the thing is, when you make choices out of those particular things, they don't turn out right. Because you're not making the choices what is best for you. When you make the choice that is best for you, then you look at it in a way to where you evaluate the whole thing. Like say for instance, it's a choice, you make a choice, you say, hey, you know what? I want a new car. Okay. Don't just make a choice and just go out and buy a new car because you want a new car. If the car that you have is working fine and driving fine and is paid for, and all you need to have pays for is insurance, and this car will get you anywhere you need to go, why do you need to make a choice to go out and get a new car all because you want one? Now, let me tell you, because you could want that new car, but then you could go out and get that new car, and then the minute you go out and get that new car, you lose your job. Now, look at what happens. Number one, it affects your credit, because now this car's got to go into repo, so now you've affected your credit just because of what you wanted. It wasn't what you needed, because you already had what you needed. It was something that you wanted. So that's the reason why I say don't make choices based upon what you want. Make choices based upon what you need, because what you need is always the best choice to make. But if you make choices based upon what you want, then 9 times out of 10, those choices do not turn out the way that you play them out to be. Because of the simple fact, you're making a choice based upon what you want and not what you need. So this is what I'm saying to you in my morning life wake ups this morning is that always make your choices based upon what you need and not what you want. Does that make sense? Okay, let me break it down. If you make your choices based upon what you want, 9 times out of 10, it's not what you need. I'll say that again. If you make your choices based upon what you want, 9 times out of 10, it's not what you need. You know, just like if you say, for instance, you might say, you know what, I need new furniture. Well, no, you might say, I want new furniture. Okay, but if you want new furniture and there's nothing wrong with the furniture that you have, why would you go out and buy new furniture and now you have a furniture note on top of all the other bills that you have in your household, and you just created another bill, a furniture bill, whereas when you had nice, decent, mint condition furniture that looked good, it sat comfortable, but it was just something that you went to the store, you went to the furniture store, you seen this set of furniture and you wanted it. But always think about what you need and not what you want. Because when you make your choices in life based upon what you need and not what you want, they always turn out to be the best choice that you could ever make. So don't just make choices based upon what you want. Always make your choices based upon what you need and what is benefiting to you. Remember that. Always make choices based upon what you need and what is benefiting to you. Because when you can make those choices on things that is benefiting to you and on what you need, now 9 out of 10, you can make the right choice. But if you just say, hey, I'm going to make this choice based upon, what I want, even though you want it, sometimes it's not the best thing for you. I'll say that again. Even though you want it, sometimes it's not the best thing for you. So my thing is, why would you go out and want new furniture when the furniture in your house is paid for and you're not paying a furniture note and the furniture is not torn up, it sits nice and decent and comfortable? Why would you want to go out and buy new furniture just because of the simple fact based upon a want and not a need? So this is what I'm saying to you this morning in my morning life wake-ups is that make your choices based upon what you need and not what you want. Because when you make your choices based upon what you need and not what you want, now you always tend to make the right choice in life. But if you make a choice based upon what you want, 9 out of 10, it's not what you need. So that's what we must realize when it comes to choices in life. Because the choices that we make in life, well, we have to realize there's a cause and an effect to every choice that we make in life. So we got to realize when we make these choices in life, we got to think about the cause and the effect. I'm making this choice because what? Because I need it or because I want it? That's the two things that you have to look at that is most important when you make choices in life. I'm making this choice because I need it or because I want it. That's the way you make the choices in life, and you make them based upon what you need, not what you want. Because 9 times out of 10, when you make a choice based upon what you need, it always turns out to be the right choice. But if you make a choice based upon what you want, 9 times out of 10, somewhere down the line, something happens, and that turns into a bad choice, and then you say, man, why did I make that choice? I didn't even really need that. I don't even know why I chose to get that. Because you wanted it. Don't go for what you want, go for what you need. Because the things that you need in life, those are the choices that you make based upon what you need, not what you want. Because when you learn how to make choices in life based upon what you need and not what you want, now you can make better decisions in life and better choices, and now you can live a better life. But if you make choices based upon what you want, every time you turn around, you're going to want something else, you're going to want something else, you're going to want something else, and now you're going to have a bunch of stuff you don't need. And then you're going to realize you went out and made choices to buy a bunch of stuff you didn't need. And now you got all this stuff and you got all these bills and you're struggling. Why? Why put yourself in a struggle to go out and buy something that you want if you don't need it? Does that make sense? No, it don't. I mean, all because you want a new car doesn't mean you need a new car. I mean, if you want a new car, there's a difference in wanting a new car and needing a new car. All because you want a new house doesn't mean you need a new house. You know, you got to look at it that way when it comes to making choices in life. You know, the choices that we make in life, we have to realize that there's a cause and an effect to every choice in life that we make. And we want to realize, and we want to know, we must know, is this choice that I'm making in life a good enough cause that is going to create a good effect? Or is this choice that I'm making in life a good enough cause? Is this choice in life that I'm making that's a cause just because of something I want, and it could turn into something bad along the way because it's not what I need? You know, everybody wants to have new stuff. Everybody wants a new car. Everybody wants a new house. Everybody wants to live the good life. But this is what you have to realize. When you make those choices in life in order to get the things that you want out of life, you first got to get the things that you need. If you don't get the things that you need, you'll never get the things that you want. I'll say that again. If you don't get the things that you need in life first, you will never get the things that you want. And what are the things that you need in life? Number one, you need food. You need shelter. You need money to live. You need clothes to go on your back. Those are the necessities. You need shoes. You need shoes to go on your feet. You need food to go on your stomach. Those are the necessities. But when you categorize those necessities, you have to base all those necessities based upon your needs. Do you need a new pair of shoes at that time? You know, do you need more money than what you're making? If you need something, then you go get it. You know, if you say, hey, you know what, I'm working this 9 to 5 and I'm really not making the money that I want to be making, I need to be making more money. If you need to be making more money, go out and find a way to make more money. That's something that you need. If you need more money to live a better lifestyle for you and your family, go out and get it. You know, but that's how you categorize when it comes to making choices in life. You know, you want to make the choices based upon what you want. You want to make the choices based upon what you need and not what you want. Because when you make choices based upon what you want, 9 times out of 10, those choices turn out to be not what you needed. I'll say that again. When you make those choices in life based upon what you want, 9 times out of 10, those choices turn out to be not what you needed. So this is, like I said, this is what I'm saying to you. Always remember, when you make a choice in life, whether it's big or small or whatever, is it what you need? And it's not what you want. Say for instance, if you go to the donut shop, you go to the bakery, and you say, well, you know what, I'm really trying to lose weight, but you look at this chocolate donut over there, and you know that you got you a plan set up to where you can lose weight. You've been following your weight program, your plan, doing your exercises, and doing, you know, your weight loss regimen that you're doing to get the weight off that you need. But you go to this donut shop, you see this chocolate donut, and it looks good, and you want this donut. You want this donut real bad, but do you need that donut? No, you don't need that donut if you're trying to lose weight. That's the difference in what you want and what you need. You know, you want the donut, but you know you don't need it because you're trying to lose weight, so you know it's gonna mess up your routine of your weight loss diet that you have worked so hard for. So why would you let that one donut stop you from months of work that you have worked hard to get the body that you want, just because you wanted a donut but you didn't need it? That makes sense? I'll say that again. Why would you let that one donut stop you from all this work that you have put in of getting your body in tone and getting in shape and getting your body back healthy, all because you wanted that one donut, but you didn't need it. So that's the same way when you make choices in life. You make choices based upon what you need, not what you want. Because everybody wants something each and every day. Every day you wake up, you want something. But do you need it? That's what you have to look at. Do you need it? You can want it and not need it. And that's where you got, when you make choices in life, that's how you must evaluate your choices and make your choices based upon what you want, what you need, and not what you want. Because if you make your choices based upon what you want, 9 times out of 10, it turns out not to be what you need. And that's what I'm trying to get you to see, is that within life, we're faced with those situations, and sometimes, hey, good morning, niece, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I love you, girl. But sometimes in life, we're faced with those situations to where we want certain things, but is it what we need? You know, like I said, you don't go out and buy a new car all because you want one. If your old car is running good and it's paid for, why go out and get a car note? You got insurance. Isn't that high enough? You know, you see what I'm saying? You do things based upon what you need. Now, if your car breaks down and your engine blow out, now you need a car. So that new car that you wanted, you can go out and get it because you needed it. You know, but you don't do it based upon, you know, what you want. You do it based upon what you need. A lot of people in life go in debt based upon buying things because they want it. I'll say that again. A lot of people go in debt based upon buying things and making choices to get things because they want it. They never look at, do I need it? You know, and I can tell you right now, the only way that you're going to get to where you need to be in life is that you got to realize what you need out of life, not what you want. And take care of your necessities. Your necessities are the things that you need in life, the things that you need to keep moving on in life, you know. And if you don't need it to keep moving on in life and to keep providing for you and your family, don't get it. You know, don't go out and get a new car because your next door neighbor got a new car and you want to go prove to them that you can buy a new car, and then you go in debt to pay for it, and then now you sitting up, man, this car note is so high, man, I wish I'd have left it at the lot. Yeah, you should have left it at the lot because your old car was working fine. That's the way you got to look at it. You know, it said, there was a saying said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So that's where you have to realize in life, when we go through life and we're making these choices in life, we got to make these choices in life based upon what we need. Because if we learn how to provide for our needs and not our wants, see, a lot of people like to feed their needs. I mean, a lot of people like to feed their wants and look over their needs. Why is that? Nobody knows. But the reason being is that it's the mindset. Your mindset tells you what you need. Your mindset doesn't tell you what you want. Your flesh tells you what you want. I'll say that again. Your mindset tells you what you need, but your flesh tells you what you want. Do you understand that? And the reason why, and the reason being is because it's two different levels. It's two different levels of thinking. You know, when you think on your needs, you're thinking in your mind. You're using your mindset. You're using the subconscious mind way of thinking. These are things that you need. But when you think within your wants, which is your lust, your body, or whatever tells you what you want, when you're thinking within that, that's not what you need. So what we need to realize, don't think about what we want more so than we think about what we need, because there's two different levels. When you hit those two different levels in life, you got to realize that your needs is much higher than your wants. You should keep your needs up here and your wants down here. Why? because you don't want your needs to drop down to your wants. You want your needs to always stay above your wants, because you can always provide for your needs and not feed your wants. I'll say that again. You can always provide for your needs and not feed your wants. What I mean by that, all because you want it, don't go out and buy it. All because you want it and you can afford it, don't go out and buy it if you don't need it. Why? Why would you go out and buy it if you don't need it? Because number one, you could have put that money somewhere else to where it was more needed. You see where I'm going with this? And that's what we have to realize in life is when we're faced with certain situations in life, we have to know how to separate our wants from our needs. And that's when it comes to your choices in life. When you make your choices in life, 9 times out of 10, if you satisfy your needs, then your wants will get satisfied too. You know why? Because you're satisfying your needs, you're providing everything that you need. So when you get what you need, what you want will eventually come. You see where I'm going with this? But this morning, I just like to thank each and every one of you all for stopping by, my morning life wake up. And just remember, the choices, the choices that we make in life, comes with a price. There's a cause and an effect within our choices that we chose in life. So we must always try to make the best choice in life possible. But I'm not sitting here and telling you that every choice that you make in life is going to be great and it's going to be right and you're going to always make the right decision. But just know when you make a bad choice, find out a way to communicate within that choice in whatever way you can to turn that choice from a bad choice into a good choice. Because there's good in every bad situation. Whether you believe it or not, you may not see the good in a bad situation, but you know why you don't see the good in a bad situation? Because you didn't evaluate it. If you evaluate the situation, you will be able to see, the bad within a situation if you evaluate it. If you don't evaluate it, then you won't be able to see it. But my thing is, you have to be able to see it in order to get to the next level in life, in order to move on to the next level in life, in order to do what you need to do in life. You have to be able to see it. And if you're not able to see it, then you're not going to be able to get to the next level in life. And so now, that's why I bring forth and let you know that the choices that you make in life comes with a cause and an effect. And I truly hope that you got something out of this morning, inspiration this morning. And I truly love each and every one of you all. And God bless you all. And once you're going out to work today, drive safe on the highway. When you get to work, work safe. When you get to work amongst others, be kind to others. And I challenge you this week, make good choices. And if you make a bad choice, evaluate that choice and learn how to communicate within that choice and turn it into a good one. Now, once again, my name is Greg Young, coming to you live with this morning life wake ups this morning. And I just want to thank each and every one of you all for stopping by this morning. And I pray and I hope that each and every one of you all have a blessed day and stay safe. And God loves you, and so do I. And I just want to say thank you. And I just want you to do me a favor. I just want you to like, comment, and share on this video, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. And for you this morning for stopping by to my morning life wake ups, click the link below at thismakesense.com and get your free gift that I have for you as an appreciation for you stopping by and listening to what I had to say today. So each and every one of you all have a blessed day. I love you. God loves you. And goodbye.